Hey, welcome to my gardens again. It is May 25th. Happy Memorial Day. We've had 4 days of rain. Uh, so, of course, these are some of the peonies that I have the lower cages in. And, of course, they took a beating. Those were not in the cage, but the taller cages I have, the black iron cages, do definitely work a lot better. Um, it's a lot of transition. Uh, you know, my what is this? This is one of my Heliopsis. The autumn gold is starting to bloom. Um, irises are still, some of them are still blooming. Um, my roses, I'll show you in a minute. Um, so this is my General Hermione. These are very pink, pale pink, almost a little peach. Um, Let's try to see what that was. The Darcy Brussels. This is a Graham Thomas. The rain's really done a number to a lot of things. Definitely helped out. We're a bit of a drought. These are beard tongues, pristine lilac beard tongues. So while we were in a little bit of a drought before, some of my peonies are still going. I've been Frankensteining a new water system using a Rainbird sprinkler head and connecting it to, connector, long extension, connector, spike. So I can connect these into a hose and use them in my gardens. They're high enough they can get over most of the vegetation that I have. The only thing I realized was once the ground gets a little more saturated, the spike doesn't hold. So one of these I burned, I heated up a PVC pipe and put it in and more so notched it so it doesn't turn, and basically hammered the PVC into the ground. So I'm still experimenting. I see someone was, busy little bunny. They're eating me out of house and home. There's 4 of them. I'll get back on the sprinkler thing. I had to do some maintenance yesterday. I have to get these in the ground. These are the Shauna agapanthus. These are the white ones. I haven't necessarily had good luck with agapanthus, but good try it again. My sun drops, those are the yellow, are just about to open up. Is Carding Mill, David Austin Rose, very pink. Where's the other one? Oh, yeah. This one, rain did a number, on a lot of things. I gotta do a lot of cleanup so it doesn't kill the time. The rain really pushed things down. This is a Nye Bevan. This is a white, yellowish rose, and then the Majesty. Had a little problem with this one yesterday, and still have a little problem. It's pulling the arbor down. Just the sheer weight of both bushes, the blooms, and 4 days of rain. So I'm gonna have to, once it's done blooming, really trim this back. But it is a splendor. This is a James Galway, which is a very pink ruffled rose, and this is a Cancun, which is a painted, so it's a pink painted rose. This one's the trouble of cutting back is you see the thorns are just relentless. There's one of my clematis. This is what happens. That was my intention, is to have the clematis grow up through and start poking out with a little pop of color. But it's pulling away from the arbor significantly, and I'm gonna have to pull this all back. I've staked the arbor in with supports for now, and I'll have to figure that out. Hopefully it stops raining so I can really get to work. My Sensation honeysuckle, which is a yellow and white, as you see, it does bloom in both colors. These are fresh blooms; they just opened. And this is one that actually does have a scent to it, which is the fortunate thing, because most honeysuckle have no fragrance at all, like my Major Wheeler or my Alabama Crimson. But my one butterfly bush, the Black Knight, we had a little conversation because my other butterfly bushes did not come back and struggled through that real late freeze. And I went up taking them out. My Miss Molly, which is a burgundy one, or magenta, and then I had the crystal one, which is a white one, and they just didn't do well. So this one, we had a conversation. I cut it all the way back late, and it seems to be coming back. The grass is savage at this point. 4 days of rain, and we're getting more rain now. So again, another day I can't mow the lawn. The positives and negatives of organic gardening and fertilizing. My crepe myrtle, my Miss Frances crepe myrtle's coming back. A little disfigured. This stems, there's no growth on this one at all. But just letting it figure itself out, and then in the summer I'll cut back some of the dead spots. But here's my one Agapanthus. I've had this one for a number of years. It hasn't bloomed in like probably 3 years. So we'll see. Try Agapanthus again. My Amethyst Falls wisteria is the best it's ever been. Part of it is getting it off that old arbor. It was choking itself out. And this arbor is awesome with the scroll work. And the new one is growing pretty good. So it's already up to the first rung. Some of my Bartzellas are still growing. A lot of things are moving. The yarrow's just about to bloom all over the place. My lilacs are growing, getting ready for next year. Some of my yarrow is blooming. One of what people say downsides of the yarrow splitting like this and falling. They're too heavy. I need to split them. But it's also, it adds a different aspect. You have the outer edging of the blooms all around the edge. Same thing with this one. And it doesn't bother me too much. It's the way it is in nature. No one's splitting them in nature, so it is what it is. My my pansies are still pushing up. I can't. I don't have the heart to take them out. They're still doing well. My one die that survived my overwintering, I've lost a bunch this year. It was a Kelvin floodlight. The big yellow. So I figured that'd be good behind the Ziggy and Zoe, the Gnome King and Queen, and the pedestal. I want to put something in, but like I said, I don't have the heart to take the pansies out because they're happy. A lot of things are coming in. I'm still hoping to get a few Incrediballs because I want to put one there, possibly two. We'll see. Might be able to squeeze two in there. And then one up here. Let's see. Yeah, so that's the back half of the Sensation. It's not even really in full bloom yet. But the Rose Arbor is definitely something that I need to work on this summer. Because it's beautiful, but it is out of control. I didn't cut it back in the fall, and it's my mistake. And it just got a little wild. Now here's one of the favorite things in my garden now that it's coming in, is this arbor. So I have the Dublin Bay Rose, which is a traditional dark reddish bloom, and the Teasing Georgia. It's a whitish yellow. They're doing really well. These are both 20-foot climbers, similar to the Cancun and James Galway. So the idea I had with this is, with the double bay, to split it in the front, which has been a task, but it seems to be working. So then the red will go up all the way up to the top on the outer sides. The yellow Teasing Georgia will come up from the back and then meet at the top and then drape back down. It's getting there. I put this in 2 years ago. Struggled a little bit last year, and this year really taken off. Some of my Spigelia is blooming. It is a great plant. Brings such a pop of color. You have the red base stem of the flower and a bright yellow. It's good for hummingbirds. This is a little redheads variety. I have another one on the other side of my property. So this is one of my other honeysuckles. This is the Major Wheeler. It's a very vibrant color, but it has no scent to it. But it does attract hummingbirds. I've seen one out here already. But yeah, it's a little, everything's a little waterlogged. My 9-bark, I gotta probably stake that up. The one thing I put in last year, and I put in a couple again this year, is the Amsonia, which is another native plant. I have 3 different varieties. Oh, there's one of my college fund. Yeah, you don't care, do you? I'm standing about 5-6 feet away from him, and they eat me out of house and home. Speaking of that, they're the ones that took down my my broccoli, my Imperial broccoli. At this point, it's starting to grow back, but it'll never survive. So I'm not sure, exactly what to do. Those are pantry potatoes, like a russet yellow potato. So I may be taking these out today. I took the fire log out. It wasn't easy to get the clematis out of that thing, but I'm sure I broke off a whole bunch to get it shoved into that spire. Clematis is pretty hardy, so they'll come back. That's the Happy Jack one, the smaller purple flowers. That one was over by the rose arbor years ago. It was getting choked out. The backyard, the grass again is just, it's gonna take me forever to mow. I'm gonna have to jack up the mower all the way to the top. There's one of my Frankenstein sprinklers. They seem to work out fairly well. So everything back here is filling in. I need to plant some more stuff. I'll make it that done today. Some of my ground orchids are still blooming. They weren't as showy this year. I may have to split them up. My corbels are loving it. And all this stuff back here, my Jacob's Ladder, bugleweed, and as long as I keep watering it, it's fine. But we'll see, because I really need to take that stuff out. The peonies I put back here did great, and they'll fill in really well. And my Incrediballs here, this is why I want them in the front, because there's a ton of blooms on these. The grapes are doing okay. So yeah, it's and this is the coral honeysuckle. Again, no scent at all. Just and then we have wild on the fence over there. No real scent on there. And that Sensation one is where I got it, is back here. I got a sprig a couple years ago, and voila, instant honeysuckle. So that's it. It's May 25th. A lot of stuff happening. A lot of work that needs to get done. I'll give you a shot of my tomatoes as we leave today. If you like my video, subscribe, post comments, questions. I always love answering questions. I've been doing this for a long time, and part of someone asked me why I do videos. One, it's to help out and give people inspiration. Two, it captures what I've been doing over the years. I can go back and revisit things that worked, things that didn't. Those are garlic chives. My rosemary's coming back. I want to get some of the, speaking of that, because that's a Tuscan blue. So we use that for cooking a lot. I want to get the ARP because it's cold hardy, but haven't been able to find anyone that has it. Strawberries are starting to really push them out. They're starting to get big blooms, which is what you want. This is the Chandler variety. on the bottom, and this is the Ever Sweets on the top, which don't produce as much. So I might try to find more Chandlers. So here's my tomatoes. So these are the Wonder Stars. So these things took a beating from that late freeze. This one mostly took the brunt of it, and I had them covered. Yeah, and people are like, well, you put them out too early. I put my tomatoes out early April every year. And if I have to cover them, I cover them. It's usually not a problem. But that late freeze, even covered, I may have to double cover them if it happens again next year. But we do have a tomato though. So these are like a beefsteak variety. Caldurna pink geranium. I had this one in there last year, so I got it again because I love the color with the urn. Really did well. I got another geranium I got to put in a pot. So I have a Alabama Crimson honeysuckle, which I'm going to give away. I have a New Jersey tea plant, candy corn spirea, a little Henry, some more of the Before the Storm iris, and the agapanthus I got to get in. Oh, I got basil too. The creeping thyme is for in between the blocks. So I have the red creeping thyme. That's all this. And then what I'm going to do is in here, I'm going to put white. And you're going to have a white path as you come through here. And yes, I need to trim this up so you can actually see the path, but you get the idea. I'm hoping the Avens, my distributor, can get me the rose ones, which are reddish pink. So, but yep, this is my garden. If you got any questions, like I said, please like my video. And I'll see you in probably a couple days. Thanks for watching.